many pictures?
Let's just leave it as though we can probably not doing it. Playing video games.
Yeah.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please. Hewitt? Beaky? Here. Warner?
Here.
Wenzel?
Here.
Hoover?
Here.
Chanel?
Here.
Collins?
Here.
This time we'll need a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported to approve the agenda. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public statement regarding current agenda items only. Consent agenda, we'll need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Although I think, let me see, we have,
There's root was added to it.
Yeah, I had James change it.
okay, we'll do those separate then. So we'll be approving the consent agenda minus the accounts payable.
So moved.
Support. Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, at this time, we'll need a motion to approve the accounts payable minus root note for the amount of $120,598.13.
So moved. Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All those in favor? Motion aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We will also, I gotta do some math. How much?
5,845.
All right, this time we'll need a motion to approve the root note invoices for $5,845.
So moved.
Motion been made and supported. All those in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Abstain.
Carries. No unfinished business. Moving on to the new business. Items for introduction, discussion, none. Items for action, none. Committee reports, infrastructure.
We just got in there with a meeting. We'll be putting on the water bill in October about the road millage and everything. Then on October 4th, we will have a townhouse meeting before the council meeting at 6 o'clock here. So, some of the things we discussed was on last year's street projects. Everything's been done and completed. Then South Front Street, which is from Peak to, they don't know if it's going to be Liberty or Church yet. We're still waiting to see what the price is. That's going to be done underneath the grant we got, and that's going to be started in May of 2023. But in February to May, if I'm correct, he said he's going to move the poles and the trees removed on that section through there. They got to confirm the local matching and the program matching together in that. And they're going to try to see what they can scope out for the project for the rest of the Front Street, the light. So we'll wait and see how that goes. So the millage will be on November election. So, Eagle, we went through the process of the drinking water assessment program. There's 81 investigations complete. There's 107 interior investigations done, but they need to do the outside. And there's 17 exteriors done, but need to complete the interior. And then that, you said it was 34 of them got to be done yet. So. Talked about the water liability studies and that. What we're going to try to do is see where, when they do the infrastructure on the roads and that, see what's got to be replaced. But most of it's like valves, and we're going to get prices on what the valves got to be replaced. Instead of turning off one valve here that shuts off maybe 20 blocks, we're going to have it so we can shut off those different sections now. Yeah.
They're also nice. We have them. We'll be thankful.
Yeah. But if you haven't got your notice into the village about getting your inside checked and everything else on this Beagle project, that we recommended it, because James is gonna send out another letter. Just ask them to be really nice, but the second or third letter might not be very nice, so. We could, after the third letter, we could check your water off until you got the inspection and stuff, so. That's just about the lead in the copper. Anything else?
I think we hit the majority of it.
River project.
The river stabilization, looks like it's going well, we'll keep looking at it through next spring. Just make some adjustments, maybe replant some things, but overall, they said that Zach has the ability to pretty much, put the good down there. Keep an eye on that.
He's replanted it like 3 or 4 times already.
And the 5-year rec plan is being drafted, being completed. The village, the school, and the township approved it. Kayak launches contracts have been approved. I don't know what they're waiting on.
They're gonna
The design of it.
draft the design and
So.
then go from there for grant.
Basically what the, oh, the survey on the big rock school and that, they said that it's been going pretty good. I don't know how they got the new setup, so, yeah.
No, they made a few adjustments, minor. They probably should have made a couple years ago, but whoever had the genius idea to collect some walkie-talkies and stage kids ahead of time, that's working out marvelously. Because it's getting, 4 or 5 sets of kids up. So as the parents pull around, we're already pulling in and they're staged where we're picking them up. So it's moving things along rather quickly. Just from that alone.
Public safety? DEA?
I'm sorry, next meeting is September 14, and I gave my report, for the last meeting.
Planning?
We had a meeting last Tuesday. We approved 2 site plans. The one on Sharon Road was relatively easy. They met everything, and we approved for them to have 2 trailer houses, installed in their property and everything hooked up. They're going to be using one for storage, I believe, and one will be for processing. I'm a little lost on what the second one's going to be for. I think offices, actually. The second one on Eden Way had quite a lot of discussion about it. Ultimately, it passed. There were hopefully a few pluses along the line. They're putting in 4 poop houses. They gave us the opportunity to decide which ones we felt would be a hindrance to the public to grow in. They will be using some light in the spring. So we asked that they choose the eastern, the 2 furthest to the east, which would be up against Main Street, but they're going to be 2 sitting behind 2 other ones. So hopefully there won't be a lot of light nuisance. They plan on the lights being low anyway. Plants are not going to be tall, so they don't have any issues. Kind of in the spring for clones, instead of buying them, they will grow them themselves. They have a lot going on out there. There was a couple different things that were discussed. Right now they're looking at a process that a company would be able to come in out of Ann Arbor and process most of their product while it is still wet, so they would not need to dry it, which they feel could happen within a 2-week period. I'm not sure. They said it's a new process, and they really didn't know a whole lot about it. They were just digging into it, hopefully going to sign a contract and see what it's about.
I think they were supposed to visit at the last part of the week.
Yeah. There was some discussion over their current building. The problem that they have with their current building was that they would have to dry their crop in phases of 3. So there would be possibly 2 to 4 weeks to dry phase 1. Then after that phase would dry, phase 2 would come in, and a possible another 2 to 4 weeks, and then there would be another possible 3rd phase for 2 to 4 weeks. They simply just don't have room. So they're planning on using 3 of the greenhouses, possibly as drying. They're hoping to be able to dry in only 2 to 4 weeks versus the stages of 3 that can push it out, to 12 weeks if they take the entire 4 weeks to dry all 3 pieces. We found out that they are not required to have any type of ventilation or filtering on their pole barns that they dry in currently. I think that's something that we might want to look into to see if there's anything we can do about that. Among approving this, we requested that they put some type of filtering system on their exhaust fans that they will be exhausting from the greenhouse. Still kind of up in there whether or not that's going to help with any of the odor, or if it's going to, knock any of it down. I know they're a pretty small operation, so the amount of odor that they give off is probably far less than everybody else. What was the third? Do you remember?
Double screen material.
Oh, yes. We requested that they double screen on the inside on the fencing that does face the roads in case there is any type of light pollution that will help that. Yep, they were good with all that. It was quite a lot of discussion. I'm hoping that, with the added filters that the other building does not have that we're adding to the greenhouses, and maybe the reduced length of time that they think that they will be able to dry their product in will at least help with that corner of the odor. I mean, it's going to be really hard to determine whether or not it will help or not, but it's not going to make it any worse than what it currently is. And they do know that it's possibly something that we may be changing in ordinances in the future to not allow that type of structure for the cannabis facilities, and also hope to only use it as a temporary fix, and then as they build some money, they can build bigger buildings that they can have there. Yep.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Airport?
Yep.
Storyboard?
Oh, the run we had today was 13th was the last meeting, bringing 128 runs to date. Pump testing on all the trucks went good. This coming weekend, you're going to see some helicopters flying in. We're going to have LZ practice. I think Flight Care and Flight Net's coming in. They tried to get one from Ann Arbor, but they said that they're just too busy. So
Where are they landing at?
at the airport, and I think they might try at the fire station too. So depends how they get it set up and how many people can show up around there and that. We are getting a new roof on the fire department from the hail damage. Supposedly the last of October, I think it is, when they're supposed to start putting it on. But it's like $170,000 damage that was done to the roof. So, and the next fire board meeting is the 14th at 6 o'clock. Oh, we've got 2 new guys coming on right now, and then I think Scott said at the end of the month we've got 2 more coming on.
Oh, thanks. Task force?
We did have a meeting. It's been decided that we will move 2 quarterly meetings for once every 3 months. Because everybody around the table had a lot more to share. I had expressed that I thought that was a better idea than once a month because you didn't kind of hear the same thing over and over again because we could take time, So I think that went over really well. It was actually a much fuller meeting than we've had in the past. This was single month meeting, more attended. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, public statement, any topic, questions for the board will be reported and may be answered at the following meeting, ensuring that council members have time to confirm the accuracy of any answer. This shall not be interpreted as a means to issue dialogue. I'm going to start by reading a letter that we received from Elaine Baker at 720 Union Street. On Monday, August 30th, there was a little storm that hit Sunnyside subdivision. It tore the power and cable lines from my house at 720 Union Street. With Sunnyside being a one-way in and one-way out subdivision, and having to assume the power line was live, it truly caused an emergency. People were trying to come home from work, people were trying to get out, people were trying to pick kids up. It's just a busy time of day for everyone. Which brings me to why I'm writing this. Willie Street is an unpaid, unmaintained village street that runs north and south of the end of Gaspard Street. Sunflower Drive. A few of us who have been here in Sunnyside 30+ years have needed to use that street on occasion during emergencies. 3 times. It would have been nice to use it eight days ago, but unfortunately our cries for help in this area have fell upon deaf ears in the past. There's an older gentleman who owns the property at 742 Jasper Street, while his young grandson and his family lives there. He has a camper that is parked in this right of way. There was also a tree down on the end by 809 Union Street, but there was room to go around that to get through. I'm here to ask the village to please come up with some type of resolution for this. No one can ever predict when an emergency will arise. When it does, everyone in Sunnyside needs a safe alternative road in and out of Sunnyside. As it was, people were driving through the church property off M57, Chesapeake Bible Baptist Church, 811 South Main Street, through the back of Edlis property at 724 Sunflower Street, and across our property at 645 Julia Street, using the unpaved drive on Julia to get back to the Sunflower Drive. I've also called and spoke to Mr. Rickman about this issue. I would also like to thank the 2 village workers who came out on Monday night to help clear a path using their front end loaders so the street could be used. Then again on Tuesday morning, every village worker came in the Sunnyside and cleaned up all the debris. They were amazing. It was great to see them all working together. Thank you, best regards, and be here. 7:20. Okay, Fran Cooper.
Well, my comment is regarding maintenance for the marijuana here.
I don't think you have anything in the marijuana ordinance part. We're talking for,
Are you going to forward that?
I don't know where they have it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I just wanted to reiterate the email that sent, because it was kind of shocking. We were at the maintenance, there's no regulation on those barns that are going in any of the facilities on exhausting odor outdoor. They have filtering systems other than now this one. And we think it's something that definitely is working all the time. So that's probably a majority of the problem, the processing out there.
Yeah, that's definitely, and that's easy. Well.
I wouldn't say easy, but we can change the ordinance, I think, quite easily and, get them until next fall to install some type of ventilation system that would help. Hopefully, into that smell a little bit.
Anything else?
You said they're gonna do the hoop houses and bring it to us?
I'm sorry, what was
The
that?
hoop, greenhouses, you said they're gonna bring to us, the different styles?
No. They're already there. They're going to be installing them. I'm probably
I thought you
guessing.
said at the beginning there was supposed to be no hoop houses.
We never.
They had to be,
There's nothing in the ordinances against it, and everything that they were
I
doing
thought we
is.
could highlight they had to be the regular greenhouses.
Correct. There was not supposed to be.
Yeah.
But there's nothing written against it.
Yeah, that's
Currently. It's something that we have to change.
It's a little confusing that planning commission would have approved that, but nothing was in the process for something that works.
Well, really, they don't necessarily.
It's not gonna make any difference. I mean, there's nothing different aside from the fact that they may dry in them compared to drying in a building that has no ventilation on it.
Frank Herrick, 914 East Liberty.
Is there anybody else that's gonna speak? Because I might be a minute.
You only get, 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna go over what happened last. I do have an official statement I'll submit to you. Basically, I had a very long talk with Sheriff Henderson about the whole issue. And he doesn't find it funny that council members would laugh and giggle at a very serious public safety problem. Okay? He was very concerned, and so much so, as soon as I hung up with him, his senior executive assistant called. And I was on the phone with him for quite a while. Then he sends me an email stating that
he's named his lieutenant, Russell Cole, who oversees the law enforcement division, to take charge of the situation. And Terry Camp of ABC 12 News, who I've been talking to, and Rod Phillip, can you confirm that Terry Camp did talk with you and ask for an interview, but you declined for reasons? Okay. I'm not asking you to make any comments, just confirm. Okay. Anyway, he wanted an interview with me, but I was in Ann Arbor. He told me, now again, when I'm saying asking for a friend, I'm just asking the question from Terry Camp. He called me and asked me, Mr. Whitman, that you resigned. And he wants to know, was my action with Sheriff Fettersfield had any play in your resignation, asking for a friend?
First of all, we don't do asking for a friend comments. If you want to comment, you call and ask. Because that's the way it's gonna be.
I will tell him.
Also, Sheriff Fettersfield, not an elected official in this town.
But he has
County sheriff. Sort of. That's debatable. So, I mean,
Remember,
we can
it's
ask.
on camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all
I'm just
right.
letting you know, if Terry Camp wants a quote, you call him and ask.
Okay, all right then. Very well. Very well. Okay, well, that's all I got then.
Sean, is that Sean or Sean? I'm sorry.
Sean.
Sean?
Yeah.
Okay, Sean Jason.
Me and Jennifer are here to, we collected, money from the class of 2022 to purchase a bench in, memorial for Brady Keel that was killed,
Oh, yeah.
the village worker. And, we have the bench ordered through DDA with Laura Greenfelder, and we'd like to have that placed at Shovel Park, so we're here to request that and place it at Shovel Park.
Any particular area?
They were gonna do a memorial or something working on it. I think that there was already a memorial going to be done, so maybe with that.
Okay. We can make that happen.
I'd still do it if I could get some contact information and coordinate that.
Okay.
You said Laura ordered it?
Laura ordered the bench, yeah.
Probably be like spring by the time.
I think it was gonna be, yeah.
Yeah, she's not in spring. It's just like the convention.
Yeah.
It's just like that. So it's never going to get here in spring, unfortunately.
Which is
Now,
fine.
we just got to make sure it's not permanent.
That's fine.
Yeah. Right, just like all others. Yeah. That's the thing. Otherwise, we can get those spring thoughts. Thank you.
Thanks,
Anything else?
no, that's it.
Okay. Jennifer Kuhn?
That's me.
Oh.
Yeah, we came together.
Not Toma.
816 Sunflower Drive. I was just wondering if there was anything action on the right away that was done about it or anything about the keeper on the right away.
No, there was just, there was discussed at the infrastructure committee meeting. It is village right away, and generally parking in the right of way is generally considered municipal. So if it is viewed as a concern, the council would have to study, put an ordinance into effect to directly address situations like that.
It's not, so it's legal to park things out there right now?
It's on the edge of the right of way as far as you can tell. Generally, parking on the edge of the right of way like you would on the street is permissible.
Okay.
I think the issue we had, the only big issue we had in there is when somebody built a barn.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
That was.
Well, I know they had problems before I moved, even where I'm at. I know they had a lot of problems with the previous owner. So that's what I'm saying. I just.
I mean, hopefully, if somebody asks them to move it away, but people aren't that nice. Is that it, Bob? Yeah. Thank you. All right. Council member statements. The council member wish to make a statement? Chief Short in here?
Yep, he's in the bag. Oh, there he is.
Hiding.
times. We assisted fire 3 times, medical 13 times, and handled 5 civil complaints, 3 disorderlies, 3 family troubles, did 767 premise checks, had 3 suspicious persons, 12 suspicious situations, and 7 suspicious vehicles, handled 3 traffic crashes, and we had 143 traffic stops with 18 civil infractions issued. We're going to be doing our CPR training and our annual firearms qualifications coming up. You guys have any questions, comments, concerns?
Are you doing about it? Check the copy.
Yes. Yep.
Maybe I'll come out.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, there you go. You can participate with us.
Chief Shore, is it true that, the CPR training that we're gonna do it, like, with the village employees as well?
Yeah, actually, because one of my officers is a CPR instructor. I know DPW and the water department went through it already. He did it for them. And then the office staff had to reschedule theirs, so they will be doing theirs, and then our department's doing it. So everyone will be covered.
When are you doing it?
Ours is September 18th. It's a Sunday. We have a morning and afternoon.
Mr. Lucan?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. I guess first clarifying, rumors about my reason for resigning, while as intriguing and fantastical as they are grossly exaggerated. I did speak with Mr. Camp a couple Thursdays ago, and he very well knows everything that's happening. We have council members should have received a Google Drive link for transitional documents that I'll be towards the end. Well, there's some budget stuff out there for you already. Let me know if you're having any difficulty connecting with that. Otherwise, there's really lots of updates in my operational report. I'm happy to answer any questions council may have.
What was the base now for the crawl space?
I don't know the outcome. There's a
What building is that?
right here.
Oh, our building.
Yeah,
Okay.
between 2 spaces. This is the addition. There's some question about musty odor and whether there's proper venting in the crawl space.
I couldn't figure, I didn't see anywhere in there what building.
Oh, on top, sorry.
It's this.
Okay.
You can smell it out.
Neither is the corner. In the mornings when it's really hidden in the water.
Is that it? That's it. Anybody have any marijuana ordinances to discuss?
I do not, but, I think I'm gonna get with my lab partner and maybe work on some type of ventilation for those buildings, and writing an ordinance for the future to eliminate the poop houses, and not allow them to be used under, the cannabis law.
When you're looking at it, take a look at making a pressure elimination system.
Sure. Okay.
And can also go, in case of a biological outbreak. Actually, get that one.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
Motion been made and supported to adjourn. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.